Welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. Here with tips on managing our money is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, thanks for being here. Today, let's talk about the unique way wealthy people think and how maybe we can channel that ourselves. You say a good place to start is a positive mindset, right?
Yes, it's an interesting thing to say because it's like, well, yeah, of course they're positive, they're wealthy. But what that means is that whether you haven't started saving or you are saving and it's not going as well as you think, you have to have some faith that it's going to work. And that when you're talking about this journey of saving and preparing for retirement, it's one step at a time. So you have to look at it from a perspective. There is opportunity out there. Things aren't weighted against me. And how am I going to create something and have a plan so I'm going to be in a good place and so that I have control of what the outcome is going to be?
Right, definitely sets us up for success if we're in a positive mental space. And another thing wealthy people do is they carefully manage their risk.
It's exciting to talk about growth in the stock market in a good year. And wow, it went up so much. But the other perspective is, well, when things aren't as good, how much of that are you losing? Are you doing enough to protect it against the down? I'm not talking about day trading, and a lot of people take even more risk when they do things like that, but you want steady. And as you get closer to retirement, you want less volatility. So it's great to have that up, but you need to focus also on keeping as much of it as possible. Maybe that's risk, maybe that's fees, maybe that's taxes, but you got to look at that side of it too.
Definitely important to think about. And now another way here to channel that wealthy mindset: build multiple methods of income. How can we do this?
Can't rely on just one thing. If we look historically at retirement, maybe you have a pension and you have Social Security and you have investments. We know that you don't put everything in one bucket. So there's going to be times that this is the best and this is the best. But again, you want balance, you want steady. If we look at the last 20 years, the market was great 2010 to 2000 and well, now 20, 21, but 2000 to 2010, it wasn't. And we don't know what the future holds, but the better balance you have, the smoother that ride is going to be. And the older you get and closer to retirement and into retirement you get, the more you're going to desire that.
All right. And finally here, Eric, is focus on opportunities. I feel like this goes hand in hand with having a positive outlook.
Talk about the stock market is, when the market's down, what are you supposed to do? Well, you're not supposed to sell, and you're supposed to buy. What do most people do? Well, of course, the opposite, because we're emotional and you panic and do we have a plan and are things going to be okay? But you have to look longer term in this stuff. Money that you need today should not be in the market in the first place, should be in a bank account, which is not exciting, but that money's for today. But money for later, you've got to have a longer plan with that. And yeah, things go down, but over the long run, they'll probably go up. But of course, you have to take a look at what's most appropriate for you because it's so different for everyone. But you want that balance again.
All important things to consider. And now, Eric, how can our viewers learn more about, channeling this wealthy mindset for themselves?
So we wrote a book. It's called The Wealthy Think Differently. You can get it at www.moneywisdomtv.com. It's absolutely free. And it goes through some of this stuff. And it might be taxes. It might be growth. It might be risk. It might be fees. But it touches on these things with a bit of a different perspective. And I get it if, there's just no extra money and how are we going to save money? It's incremental. It's one step at a time. And it's anything that you can do. So I think it'll help. Again, go to moneywisdomtv.com. It's The Wealthy Think Differently, and hopefully it'll change your perspective on some things and add some value. So I encourage you to read it.
All right, that is a great offer. Thank you, Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti, as always, for the information. And again, if you would like to learn more and to receive this offer, go to moneywisdomtv.com. For CT Style, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We'll see you next time.